given them something to look forward to and something to wake up in the morning and think what they should be doing with their life. And Mr. Ashok Bedi and his team have really grown Bosnia sport in India today to the extent that they have been winning medals both in international competitions as well as Olympics. Dr. Jitendra Sharma has also supported them, and his announcement today of this Para Olympics Academy is indeed commendable. Please join me in giving a round of applause to Dr. Bedi and his team. Also, my greetings to the academic team, distinguished academic team who are here. I am sure that with your direction and with your guidance, the university that Dr. Jitendra Sharma is trying to set up will be world class, one of a kind, and an inspiration for everybody. Now let me move on to the Army's contribution to nation building. All of you are aware of our Prime Minister's vision for Viksit Bharat in 2047. Viksit Bharat will only be possible if there is a Surakshit Bharat. And that is the role of the Indian Armed Forces, that is the Indian Army, the Indian Navy, and the Indian Air Force, to train and prepare for war. If we are well equipped, we are well prepared. Preparation for war is the best insurance against war happening. We should never think that war will not happen. Examples of Russia, Ukraine, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Israel, etc. are all in front of you. Only the strong can deter others. Only those who carry a heavy and strong stick can speak softly. Softness without hard power to back you up will never take you anywhere. That is the role of the armed forces as far as guarding the nation's security is concerned. And not only external security, but also internal security. It is the Indian armed forces which guard and protect our nation's frontiers and also protect the internal stability of our country against all external threats, whether it be in Jammu and Kashmir, whether it be in the Northeast. The armed forces are your forces, and we are soldiers because the citizens support us. I wish to state here that each one of us, whether in uniform or out of uniform, are a soldier citizen for our country. If all of us imbibe this concept, I am sure that the nation will progress. In order to be Viksit and Surakshit, we have to be Atmanirbhar. We have already spoken about Atmanirbhar. And we have to be Samridh and Swasth. Swasth is what Dr. Jitendra Sharma is doing with his medical technology. And we will be only Samridh if not only we have a services sector, but we have a manufacturing sector, and we are able to generate enough meaningful employment for the youth of our country. So AMTZ here is doing a human service in this particular thing. Also, any country can only progress if its citizens are well educated. So therefore, the school and the university that you are setting up is also a step in the right direction. Coming now to the armed forces contribution to nation building. We not only protect and secure our country from both external and internal threats, but the armed forces contribute meaningfully in many ways. Let me start first with our contribution to economy. Most of us, or some of us, may think that money spent on the armed forces, while it's an insurance policy, but it is wasteful. It is no longer so. It is not so. The armed forces, by their mere presence and by their expenditure, contribute to a multiplier effect on the economy wherever they are stationed. Whether it be in terms of jobs, whether it be in terms of goods, whether it be in terms of defense production. So therefore, money spent on the armed forces is not a waste, it's a contribution to the economy, it's a contribution to your security, our security. If we are not Surakshit, we cannot be Viksit. The economy can only grow if we are secure and our enemies do not dare to either attack us or create problems for us. So that is the contribution as far as as far as the armed forces are concerned in the economy. Now let me talk about our contribution to green initiatives. As you would be aware, our military stations and cantonments are the green lungs of any city where they are. When you go to any cantonment or a military station in any city, you will see it well laid out, thickly forested. Also, we are into rainwater harvesting, ensuring that waste management, the best practices in waste management are followed. Harnessing clean sources of energy, including solar energy. Not only do we ensure that the cantonments and military stations are clean, but we also work with our neighboring localities to ensure that we set an example for others to emulate. So, our contribution to Swachh and Harit Bharat is also quite a great deal as far as contribution to nation building is concerned. Now let me talk about education. The armed forces run a multitude of army educational schools, army public schools, naval children's schools and air force schools all over the world. Also, we have our own institutions, higher educational institutions, where not only children of armed forces personnel, but also civilians can join. This way, we are contributing towards the education of the country. The National Cadet Corps is the largest youth organization which contributes firstly to infusing a spirit of nationalism in the youth of the country and also making them good citizen soldiers for our country. That is our contribution as far as nation building in terms of infusing the spirit of patriotism in our citizens is concerned. Also, each and every soldier, officer is an ambassador of what a citizen should be. When our people go on leave, they go to schools, they go to colleges and talk to them as to how together we should contribute to nation building. The army as an institution is an epitome of secularism. We don't have temples, we don't have masjids, we don't have gurudwaras or churches separately. We have Sarv Dharamstals, which have 4 different openings and all the institutions are only one. We contribute to the spirit of a secular, strong and united India. There are many more examples that I can quote, but all I wish to assure you that the Indian armed forces are your armed forces. They can only work, they can only grow, they can only be strong if the citizens of our country support us. And for that, I am extremely grateful to each and every one of you for your sustained support and contribution to the Indian Armed Forces and India as a country. Finally, once again, my gratitude to you, Dr. Jitendra Sharma, Mr. Ashok Bedi, Team AMTZ, Team Bosia, distinguished academicians, and all of you here. Thank you. Jai Hind.